McCarroll, one of the men accused in a murder-for-hire case involving a pair of nightclub shootings, went before a judge in federal court. He filed two motions, one to have his indictment dismissed and one to be tried separately from the other defendants in the case. Our Dacian Smith explains.
John McCarroll is one of 6 people who were originally indicted by a federal grand jury for conspiracy to commit murder for hire and murder for hire. The charges are connected to 2 nightclub shootings in 2022, as well as a casino shooting in Mississippi that same year. After firing his lawyer, McCarroll represented himself and filed 2 handwritten motions that went before a federal court judge Friday afternoon. One was a motion to severance, meaning if approved, he would be tried separately from the co-defendants in the case. According to his motion, McCarroll felt he wouldn't have a fair chance to prove his innocence after he says 2 co-defendants gave statements to the FBI, which he feels could lead to him being called as a witness for prosecutors. He also argued that 3 of the co-defendants were charged and accused in a shooting at a local Walmart that he has not been charged with. The prosecution argued that during the trial, they plan to present evidence from a phone dropped by Darius Rouser at that Walmart shooting. That includes text from McCarroll about the murder for hire. They also say they have evidence that includes video of McCarroll standing next to Rouser at the Paparazzi nightclub the night of the shooting. Ultimately, a judge denied McCarroll's motion to sever because he says he didn't hear anything that suggested McCarroll's defense would be impacted. McCarroll also filed a motion to dismiss because he felt he was misled by his former lawyer over his right to a speedy trial. McCarroll wanted a trial within the first 10 weeks after the indictment, but his lawyer said he wouldn't be ready in time because of how complex the case was. In his motion, McCarroll says he signed a waiver to a speedy trial because he says his lawyer suggested it would be his fault if he didn't have time to prepare. Ultimately, the judge overruled his motion, with one reason being that the co-defendants did agree to sign the waiver. The trial is still set to begin in July, and McCarroll now has a new lawyer, but the judge says he does have the option to represent himself in the future if he chooses. Dacian Smith, Fox 10 News.